Welcome to part 2 of the Eurosonic ES200 CB handheld repair. In the previous episode we'd received this from China. I was going to add this on to the end of the last episode, but it turned out it was going to be longer, so I thought I'd make 2 parts out of it. So let's see if this actually works and fixes our fault. So first good sign, it fits in the board. Looking good so far. The question is, will it work? I have a sneaking suspicion that it will work. Let's fire it up. Nothing heard so far. And we have a broken wire. So repair the wire and try again. Turn it on again. Sure enough, we have sound. So let's do some tests. Now that doesn't sound right. I transmit to another radio. Transmit seems to be okay. So do we have another fault with this received audio? As for me, it doesn't sound as crisp as it should be. Just whilst I was thinking about that, I decided to repair the BNC on the case. I tried to tighten it up to start off with, but it didn't seem to want to tighten. And sure enough, when you took it out, it just won't tighten up, so replacement needed. And now we have a shiny new one fitted. We'll drop a bit of glue on the threads, hopefully lock it into place. There, that should hold it. So we're going to part assemble the radio. Then we'll work on this received audio problem. still remembered how to fit it back together. It's a little bit awkward to take it apart, but it seems to have gone back together nicely. As always with my radios, a quick clean up before we put those back in. Those just click back on top. We'll refit the microphone and earphone sockets. Microphone one's a little bit fiddly due to it being a smaller one. But eventually it does go on. We need to take care of this broken wire as well. So what I do is I just add a new piece of wire to it. In the meantime, the capacitor dropped off. So I'll add that back on once we've refitted the antenna coax. And there's our capacitor refitted. Top front buttons seem to be working. So transmit audio, as good as always. Like I said earlier on in the video, looks like somebody's been twiddling inside this. So thinking this may be the audio fault, because it is in the receive front end, I decided to take the can out and see if we could fish out the ferrite slug. Now I was hoping you could get to this from the bottom side, because on some of these ferrite slugs. There's an actual slot on the bottom, so I could have just driven it out from the bottom, but no, I couldn't do that. But I did manage to fish it out. There's only a little bit of it broken, so I'm not convinced that this is our fault. So what I've done is I've just put it back in upside down. And as you can hear, that was the issue. I'd had a little play with the RF front end and found nothing. And then just out of luck, I moved that one and the receive audio come up. So it looks like somebody had been having a good twiddle in there, and that was our receive audio fault. So just doing a quick frequency counter check, making sure it's on frequency. And everything seems to be on frequency. Did try and adjust the front end as best as I could. I did check transmit power and we were getting a nice healthy 3 watts out of it. Then the receive audio fault was somebody had been twiddling with that can, maybe to try and find the fault of the broken volume control, I don't know. But anyway, we got it working. So as always, a good clean up, as you can see. Turns out quite nice when you give it a good clean. They're looking better already. In the process of cleaning, the front glass had just quickly fell off. So a few little carefully placed dots of adhesive that should hold that in place. So that's our Eurosonic ES 200cb radio repaired. With the parts used, we've used a volume control and we've used a BNC for the antenna. Like I say, I did find when I wasn't looking for these that the Baofeng one was actually an exact fit with the correct chamfer on the shaft. But the volume knob seems to stay in position okay, so we're going to leave it at that. I don't think there's any need to take it fully apart. Again, just to replace something. So anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching the repair of this ES200CB. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe. I do have a Patreon page if you feel that way. And as always, thank you for watching, and we'll hope to see you again.